Right, welcome back to the channel. Back on with the, well, I've been on the Triumph for some time now. I just wanted to fill people in, because obviously the last episode is people were going, when's it going to start, when's it going to start? It's been a great journey building this. It's the first time I've ever put something like this together of a classic British bike. It has been quite daunting at times, but it's been a real education. And yes, I've run into problems. Everything went fairly smoothly through the build. You know, I was hoping to get it up and running. Big thank you to Steve. Really appreciate all the help. The phone calls, the text messages, it really helps me a lot. Steve is a follower of the channel. Wealth of experience on Triumphs, has really helped me out a lot. He spotted stuff that hasn't been done quite correctly. I've missed bits. I always put my hands up to mistakes, saying yes, by the looks of it I've made some mistakes, but I need to go back in, I need to rectify these mistakes. I've done as much reading as I can, but obviously I've missed bits. You know, these things happen while building. Not everything runs smoothly, and when you're learning for the first time, it does come across sometimes as it's a bit frightening. You know, I appreciate the faith and the respect that I've got from Pippa and Ian. I have spoken with them both, and they're like, just, you know, everything's gone smoothly so far, you're doing a fantastic job, but just keep cracking out. To bring this bike back to life is my main aim and goal. Yes, in between the issues I've jumped from bike to bike. It is other jobs that need doing. The Triumph is taking up some time. As you know what it's like, sometimes you get to a point where you just push it to one side and just move on to something else, try and clear your mind before you go back in again. But like I say, lots of phone calls and chats with Steve. So this is just purely an update of, it is getting there slowly. It's going to take a little bit more time, but it will come back for that first fire up. There's nothing more I want. So again, I'll show you in a second, the bike's ripped apart again, there's tools all over the floor, there's bits of paper everywhere, just trying to work out where the problems lie. So as you remember, the feast pictures from the actual replacement parts, I've got all them out. As you can see, this is all stripped back down again. I've actually started to unbolt bits. Luckily there was only 350ml of the oil in this side, so I'm now in the process of actually taking the clutch back out. So I've got to undo this release, take the pressure off the chain. The alternator generator is unbolted, ready to come out. I had quite a recess. I've got the gap around the side, which is about 1/8 thou. That's fine, but it was just, there was a recess. I pushed that back in. You can actually see the recess. It's about a fingernail, and that was my own mistake, because this washer I had in the front, it actually sits behind. But it's just as well I have ripped out this side, because obviously looking at this chain, it's a double chain which sits on a double sprocket behind the rotor and a double sprocket that's on the back of the clutch. It's actually, whether it was me putting it in, I don't know, or whether it's jumped, it's actually only on the outer sprocket. I can actually put my finger behind and feel the inner sprocket. If you can see in there, there's can you see the two sprockets? Well, this chain somehow is only sitting on this one. Also, with Steve's help, I'm still going through the actual wiring because I don't have a spark. these were the two wires, white wires that came through from the loom, which I'd imagine come from the ignition, but again all this is going to have to come out, that were connected to the boiler box. But I also have these two wires as well, so I need to run continuity checks on those just in case the wrong ones have been connected. I say these wires and the loom was already in place. This was connected to the boiler already, so I need to check whether there's power going through from here through. Everything's been disconnected, so I need to run continuity checks back to the ignition. As for lighting, as you saw in an earlier video, I have lighting, brake lights work, headlights work, etc. The other point that Steve also brought up, it shows in the diagrams as a Zener diode that connects to a metal plate that sits behind here, which I don't have. I will give you a call about that, Steve. But obviously it has a modern regulator rectifier, so does that take the place of the Zener diode? But like I say, at the moment I'm just literally starting to work through, unbolt everything, pull this off. The rotor needs to come off. Then I can fit the actual spacer behind the rotor, which will pull the rotor out slightly so this gap won't be there. But the whole lot needs to come off so I can actually get that back on a sprocket. But no, it's been a wonderful journey and such a learning experience, which I'm so grateful for. You know, one thing I've always said about this channel, it's a learning channel. It's all about having a go. I make mistakes, people make mistakes. It's one of them things. As long as I learn from the mistakes, it should be okay. Say, yeah, this has had to come, unbolt, release from the back, just so I can get the cover off, drain the oil. But that's where I'm at the moment. So I've still got the little one with the bracket, which is supposed to face the other way. It's basically been put on that wire, that cable, instead of, it's on that one. It should be on that one, but again, that was already on there. All the mechanism is in the right place. It does what it should do. It's just the clips the wrong way around. But I hope that fills people in on what's going on. You know, I'm not trying to drag this out. I've enjoyed doing this, but I want to make sure it's 100% and it's right, and I understand it as right. So like I say, I'm going to crack on and get this all sorted, run continuity checks through. Like I say, I'll probably have more conversations with Steve. He has been such a really great help. I can't put it into words how helpful he's been to me. But that just gives you an idea of where I am at the moment. So like I say, I'm just going to crack on behind the scenes. I've shown you the issues that, I say, Steve's seen and that we've talked about and that I'm now rectifying. But as you know, these things take time. Obviously I will jump onto probably the carbs for the Z650 again in between doing the Triumph as well, and hopefully bring you back when these issues are sorted and I'm at a better place. But I really appreciate all the feedback, all the support I've had. It really means a lot. It's been such a, like I say, I can't say enough, it's been such a fun thing to do. It's been really enjoyable. A bit stressful at times, but that's all part of it. But any comments in the comments box below, you know, I appreciate all your feedback, all your comments. There are links to other videos at the end of the video, and as always, big thank you for all the support I've got. It really means so much. and I'll see you again in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.